Third Reich now. But
But he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says justice on it. And then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your ball ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pims. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jack. Oh wait, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. F you. Tony Brown, but who the fuck's in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't. But Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it.
Oh, but
actually, hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you're fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. I'm trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
also follow a simp account.
Okay. Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking. This is
we actually
networking.
follow.
You got
it was a business decision.
It's a business. It's a business. You have to follow these people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And when you get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't look at that stuff.
Decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, we got go fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
Unpretty.
This guy just say fucking forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
Yes, I did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest. You almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right. Next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next up, we have.
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. For weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people sad. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why?
Why do people happy? KW, LOLW, XQCL.
All right. the Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
Yo,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way. Poggers, bro. Thanks for the fucking
God.
bits.
Fuck, damn it! Jump off a roof.
Well, they just lost Gunther, so I don't know how that is gonna survive. But what's it called? But the Third Reich faction. That's the Imperium's gonna turn to the Third Reich now. But he posted a picture on Twitter with Sean Dean. He's got his castle. It says justice on it. And then somebody says Hook is some fucking girl says on Twitter, Hook is what? Stokely, I hate your ball ass so much. And then Big Stoke on Twitter goes, wow, Hook will pay for his crimes. It was confirmed that there was a forearm fracture which required a cast. I am distraught. I rolled dice with my left hand, so I'm please don't make me sue this company, Tony Khan. Please, you know that a portrait of your father that's hanging in your office? Well, once I own this company, I'm replacing it with a big-ass photo of James Brown. Yep. Every time you see the Godfather of Soul sweating in a drug-fueled rage at the Apollo, you're gonna think of me. Sounds pretty miserable, bro. Do the right thing. Punish this little bastard Hook and write me a fat check. By the way, here's a photo of me with my best friend Al Sharpton. It means absolutely nothing, by the way. Blushing face. But somebody tweeted, he tweeted, Hook is a piece of shit, and then somebody tweeted this. Some woman, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked. 6'3" bro he met until they pulled their first back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on. I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's just also my birthday. I'm a birthday boy. It somehow always worked. And then Stokely just quote tweets it. Fuck you. Tony Brown, but who the fuck's in the background? It's Hook. It's fucking Hook. And then he's getting twerked on by some fucking broad. My t-shirt money is now in the ass crack of some fucking stripper. So thanks, Hook. But I don't but Jesus Christ, this is the greatest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Clip it. Oh,
but
actually, hey, it worked out in the long run.
I actually do hope they make another season, actually, because I would love to see the American Dragon on Total Bellas start memeing on John Laurinaitis. You have live footage of John Laurinaitis in his living room calling somebody in his underwear saying, "Hey, bud, you fired."
What did Max Caster say about me?
Like I'm embarrassed the fact that I'm hosting a post show for this crap.
I'm proud of you, Carl. I love this.
We did our Valentine's Day post of Hooked on You, but it was mainly for Jamie Hayter and only Jamie Hayter.
It's not right. It's not right. It's fucking trying to build an account and we get this bullshit on the account. Great. But
So follow a simp account.
Okay, but here's the thing, because those people, this is networking. This is
we actually
networking.
follow.
You got
it was a business decision.
It's a business. You have to follow these people. This is like following. If you want a stan account, you got to follow the other stans. And when you get big, you get rid of them. You get rid of them after that. It's over with.
I open up our Instagram and the first thing I see is Pro Wrestling Simp, and I'm like, what is this?
I don't look at that. I don't
It's
look
a
at that
business
stuff.
decision.
It's a business decision because that guy promotes us, and then when we don't need him anymore, we toss him aside. That's what happens.
Yeah, well, Libri got so fucking slap it on a t-shirt and continue to use the move forehead.
One prettier.
This guy just say
I'll take
fucking
Kill Switch.
forehead.
What?
This guy say forehead.
You
Yes, I
did.
did.
You think I fucking wouldn't catch that? You think nobody on this program would catch that? But I did. For weird.
You almost didn't.
For weird.
Let's be honest, you almost didn't.
Weird champ. Weird champ. This is what we resort to here.
All right, next up.
Unbelievable. Five head.
Next
Poggers.
up, we have.
Why people happy? Pagu. Weird champ. For weird. Forehead.
Oh god.
Franker faces.
Oh.
Wowie. Why people said. What else?
Look at how red my face is.
What else we got? Let me go on Twitch right quick. Okay.
Why? Why?
Why did people happy?
Keck.
Keck W, LOL W,
Oh.
XQCL.
All right. The Acclaim promo now. We were backstage.
Okay.
They're just like, yo, it's not gonna be a triple. It's not gonna be a
No,
normal.
dude, we're gonna do a fatal four-way.
It's Wednesday, guys. You know what that means. It's time for your weekly dose of the Pro Wrestling Injection right here on the Pro Wrestling Injection YouTube and Twitch. When one person leaves, another one returns. Christian is off for the night. I did not read that text until about 30 seconds ago, hence why we've been in that starting soon screen for the past 11 minutes and like 20 seconds and counting.
See, this is what happens when I assume shit.
Well,
I just think everybody knows, and then
I legit,
that's not what happens.
I legit did not get that text because he probably sent it immediately after I responded to him being a new cord for his mic. So that's WhatsApp for you. But all right, Mike is back, so pretty much this is gonna be a very light show because we're not gonna cover any news. Well, besides, hold on, let me go to my bookmarks.
Yeah, I've been pretty busy, so I've barely been able to keep up with the shows, period.
It is confirmed that Adam Cole and Britt Baker are separated, and
I mean that was it's heavily speculated / like half confirmed.
It's just double confirmed.
Now it's just yeah.
Also double confirmed. Got that term from a news group that I watch on YouTube, and they've been doing that for a while when they talk about movie news. But on more with Adam Cole, so I think Adam Cole did an interview with I think Sports Illustrated SI probably, if that is the correct place where he did his interview. He had mentioned that he had gotten with his ankle surgery, instead of them putting in like a metal plate into his ankle, kind of reducing mobility as time goes on, they actually just gave him a new bone. Like from a cadaver, so like an organ donor in a way, just got, like, pretty much took the bone out and regrafted it to his foot, which is awesome.
That's crazy. That is absolutely wild, and that just goes to show you at just how badly he fucking destroyed his ankle.
Yes, because it was legit, and he said it was disintegrated.
Yeah, that was Jesus Christ. Little did we know how bad it would actually be when we were there that night.
Yeah, because we were like, oh, he probably just at first probably tweaked it. That happens. I jumped off high places and kind of like fucked around my leg, tweaked it a bit. It happens.
Yeah, it does.
But MJF had a funny response to Adam Cole's interview about the ankle. He goes, "Go ahead, cheer a grave robber."
I did see that. That was a quality tweet.
Like, well, yeah,
quality tweet.
True, and that's pretty true. I'm trying to see if there's anything else
hilarious. Yeah, because what he had to have technically 2 surgeries, right?
Yes, that the second surgery was where he got the replacement bone in his foot.
Yeah, fucking wild. Absolutely wild.
And there's nothing else.
Literally, like, dude, it's so funny, like, with watching sports as a person who used to play sports, because I'm basically at this point. Let's just be honest with ourselves. It's incredible how durable yet how fragile the human body is.
Yeah,
or can be. Like, it honestly is fucking incredible. Like, you can literally doing next to nothing, yet other times, like, you're convinced you're gonna hurt some muscle or body part doing something and you walked away completely unscathed. It's incredible.
Dude, I'm where I work, even though it's not sports, like sometimes like we have the plastic wrap from the pallets left on the floor. I'm waiting for the day that I step on one of those wrong and blow my fucking leg out. I'm waiting for it because it will happen. And it could happen.
It could.
And it would suck. But okay.
I mean, hopefully, you know, worst case scenario would just be like you do a little split and go like,
oh no, I
go
did,
down for a minute.
I did that. That happened when I was taking a cart off a truck because it was raining. The floor and it's concrete floors where I work, so it's slick. And this was before I got new shoes. The tread on the bottom of my shoes is virtually gone.
Jeez.
So
yeah,
I stepped and I just did like a split. I'm like, ah. Or like one day I went to go pick up a box and like something like it felt like a bubble popped in the back of my knee. And like a warmness just shot down my leg. And I'm like, well, if this is an injury, I'm going to feel it in the morning. It's going to suck. And thankfully it was not. But, so, you are the notes guy. You like to take notes, so that way I don't have to anymore. I can just watch these shows.
I took a lot of notes today.
There
was a lot going on.
Yeah. But we kicked off today's show with Jon Moxley. Just more mission statements on what he's going to do, how he's going to do it.
These vignettes.
Oh, you too.
I fucking love these vignettes.
They should always start the shows. I think it's great. It kind of now leaves, are they going to appear? Is this all we're going to see of them tonight? Pretty much, it's just Mox doing a mission statement. He's going to pretty much beat everyone, do as he says. He gets into the truck, and they drive off. Then we go to the parking lot, where all the baby faces...
Daniel Garcia, Private Party, etc. There was even Jay Lethal, Satnam Singh, and just a whole cascade of people.
It's so funny when it was doing like a slow pan. I'm like, okay, and then all of a sudden the camera had to back up. You see fucking Satnam Singh. I'm like, I keep on forgetting how tall this motherfucker is. Holy shit.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna refer to them for the rest of the night as the parking lot gang.
It's just the faces, really.
Yeah, but I'll just say the parking lot gang for tonight's episode, just so I don't have to keep repeating like 17 names.
So
also, John Silver running after them last week.
Yeah,
I thought that was hysterical.
Some say he was.
You just see him flying towards it at the end. You're just like, wait, what the fuck?
Some say he chased them all the way to the next city. And then they lost him in the desert.
Yep. Oh, this is so good.
Ran for a week. Was said, yo, let's hit the desert. Lost him in the desert. That was it. So
after that, we had a recap of Jay White from Christian versus Christian from last week, where Hangman would indeed screw over Jay White with Kip Sabian making another appearance. We're going to circle back to that later on in the show. So they show the clip from last week, and we go to Tony Schiavone in the ring, who announces Hangman Adam Page down to the ring, where Tony is just like, where is your head at right now?
To be honest, like, I'm not sure if a heel has done this in a while, but we are so back. The heel stole the mic from Tony Schiavone. A heel has not done that in quite a bit.
And it happened multiple times tonight. We are back.
We are so back.
Nice little catch there. I didn't realize that.
If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since he has stolen. It might have been. He has stolen the mic.
But, I feel like it's happened a couple times. It's just like I've missed shows live a lot lately, and I've had to watch back a lot of wrestling in a row, and just when you have to watch back literally 11 hours worth of wrestling, shit blends in and you forget a lot.
Also, Triller, the new pay-per-view provider for the AEW pay-per-views, you guys still fucking suck.
Oh, well, no,
watching mainly Bleacher Report, you fucking suck right now. They have still yet to transfer over all the pay-per-views. They
Bruh.
have, and I've emailed
Bruh.
them so many
Bruh,
times. It took them 2 weeks to respond to my email, and they said it'll be done in 7 to 10 business days. Tomorrow marks day 7, so
there was 8 pay-per-views combined. Well, okay. That's a misleading number because they were doing a lot of pay-per-views before television, and which they kind of had to. But there was 4 pay-per-views in the year 2020.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
there
was 5 in 2021, if I remember correctly.
I'm missing 2 out of 2021. Pretty much, I have everything up to All Out 2021, where all fucking hell broke loose. That is the pay-per-view. That is the last pay-per-view outside of Fight for the Fallen and Fyter Fest that are on my archives. Everything is there, but like all of 2019, all of 2020, and the rest of 2021. But okay, so
like that should have been done already, but I digress.
So Hangman comes out and just talking. Pretty much, he gives his like reasoning. He's just gonna beat the shit out of Jay White. He's next,
and it's just like, I took out Austin Gunn so bad that he probably doesn't even remember his name. And then Colton Gunn comes out of nowhere, jumps him, and we get a little bit of a scuffle. And there was actually, I noticed this when Hangman came out. Commentary didn't point it out immediately, but he was limping as soon as he came out.
Yes. That's concerning.
Yes, because like I just said like 2 minutes ago, you lose a lot of details when you have to watch back a lot of shit in a short period amount of time. So you miss out on a lot of little details. I could have sworn somebody mentioned something between Alvarez and all of them on Wrestling Observer in one of the clips, how it was an awkward looking buckshot lariat that I did not notice.
Let me go back and see.
Yeah, somebody, I swear, mentioned something. I could be wrong, but I could have sworn somebody said something. But yeah, it took them after the mini scuffle with Colton and Jay White coming out with Juice for them to point it out as he was limping away from the ring before Jay took the mic. So, yeah, I don't exactly know what's going on there, but it's not like he was trying to hide it when he first came out either.
I'm trying to play, but like my computer is also just like, hey, you're running too much shit at once. Slow the fuck down.
Could it... Well, okay, now that I think back to the pay-per-view match, Jay White was working over his leg quite a bit.
I'm trying to watch. Oh, let me...
This could possibly be a storyline thing.
Nah, that was a normal landing off the buckshot. It could be the way he fell out of the ring. Because it was that side. Because it's a rough landing out of the ring.
Could be from that.
I never realized how fucking high of a jump from apron to floor was when I jumped off the apron one day when I was helping do ring work.
Oh, that's got to be at least 3.5 feet.
About.
At least.
About. Yeah. And then include your own height. It's rough. It hurt. It hurt my feet. My feet tingled for like a good 5 minutes. But okay, so it just Hangman's gonna be Hangman and Jay White. I think at Full Gear. That's what they're setting up for.
So let's see. Jay takes the mic and he's just like, "Hey, Hangman, I see you're limping right now, and best believe me, I'm gonna go after that leg." And then yes, he does challenge him. He says like, "This issue isn't over between us."
Mm-hmm.
I cannot remember for the life of me exactly what he said, but Jay White made an emphasis multiple times about like, I'm coming for you and specifically your left leg.
Okay.
Yes, I apologize for my
Nah,
brain
I was not,
being bad.
dude. Fun fact for all the viewers out there, all three of you right now. Wednesdays are my quote unquote cheat days, in which I kind of gain back the calories that I burned from Thursday last week up until today, and I get high for that. I'm a stoner through and through. Have some edibles. I order a bunch of McDonald's, so I am still like half in, half out the pot right now. No pun intended.
Nice.
Oh,
by the way, I tried Wendy's Krabby Patty meal. 9 out of 10.
I have tried the Chicken Big Mac. 9 out of 10.
And
it's just a giant chicken nugget patty. It's not like the McChicken patty. It's the same batter that they use for the fucking nuggets.
Yeah, I gotta try this now.
It's dry as sin the way I ordered it because I don't like sauce. Because I've had Big Mac sauce before. I hate Thousand Island dressing pretty much. That's what it is, right?
I don't know. All I know is it tastes good for me. So,
but so
I enjoy the taste.
It's good.
Now I gotta try that.
Yeah, it's a limited time thing like the Krabby Patty meal, which is like the Krabby Patty meal is just a fucking Dave single. Let's be honest here.
When I ordered it, I ordered a double, and the
one double
shake,
patty deluxe.
Oh my god! And the shake that was supposed to be like this lemon flavored thing, they must have ran out because all I got was a vanilla frosting.
It's pineapple with it's a vanilla frosting with like pineapple syrup with it.
There was no pineapple anything with that part I was very disappointed with. But I digress again. Yeah, so after that, after Jay White cuts the promo on Hangman, which I enjoy Jay White on the mic. We need more of this. We get Sammy Guevara versus Shelton Benjamin.
Great match.
Immediately followed by their match. And yeah, I liked this match too. Basically, Shelton Benjamin whooped his ass.
Yeah.
This is exactly what it needed to be.
Oh yeah, 100%. I love Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara is one of my favorites. And I think him getting this opportunity because like he had mentioned the vignette. There's a longer version on YouTube, and it mentions that that Shelton Benjamin was an inspiration for Sammy Guevara growing up, and him getting to fight one of his heroes, pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, there was a point later on. Well, at the beginning of the match, Shelton was just full on kicking his fucking ass.
Yeah.
And there was a point later in the match where Sammy started to get some offense in a little bit, which seemed to frustrate MVP a little bit, as he was yelling at Shelton Benjamin, "Stop playing with them! Like, just finish it off already."
Yeah, stop playing with your food.
Stop playing with your food. He did say that, and yeah, like the finish of the match again, Shelton Benjamin just gives him a freaking kick, 2 kicks, knee up to the face in the corner, and I forget what his finishing move is again. It's kind of like a slam into a corkscrew thing, right?
Yes. And
yeah, so he hits all those moves back to back to back to back, and pinned his ass. And yeah, they walk off, and I mean they're basically just. They had to kill 2 weeks because they didn't want to debut Bobby Lashley at the pay-per-view, and for good reason, based on what happened at the end of the pay-per-view. So,
yeah,
as much of a missed opportunity as that was probably a good call.
I think maybe either Full Gear or next week.
I have a feeling it's going to be next week.
After this, we go backstage with Renee, just talking to Mariah May. Mariah,
Yeah, she's
and
outside Mariah May's.
well,
Well,
no,
or what we're supposed to
it's
what
the
we're
women's
supposed to
locker
believe
room.
is Mariah. Yeah,
Then,
locker room 1, if I remember correctly. And
So-
Mariah May comes storming
yeah.
out with a suitcase,
and we're
and
thinking
Renee
that
is
she's
just
leaving.
like, "Where are you going?" Yeah, it's like, "Where are you going?" And Mariah May is just like, "I'm not going anywhere. This isn't this isn't even my stuff." And right away, we knew it was immediately Anna Jay's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And after Mariah opens the suitcase and throws it down the hallway, about like 12 feet, Anna Jay confronts her. We have another mini scuffle, which is very quickly broken up by Christopher Daniels. And he's basically, as Anna is trying to get at Mariah, Christopher Daniels pulling both of them away and basically yelling right back at Anna, saying, "You already have your match, knock it off."
I made this tweet during Wrestle Dream. I just want to read it aloud here because I feel like it needs to be read. I said, "At Mariah May could beat me up, throw me down a flight of stairs, and I'd apologize for getting blood on my own shirt." Hashtag Wrestle Dream.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was the end of that. We immediately go to another vignette with Kyle Fletcher and Will Ospreay, basically kind of recapping what happened last week, where he took the mic and said, "Do you want to know what I did? Well, I'm not going to tell you tonight." So we go back to Tony Schiavone in the ring, and out come Kyle Fletcher and Don Callis. Don quickly takes the mic and basically, says Kyle has something to say, and Kyle cuts a promo, which I honestly enjoyed this promo. What say you?
I'm trying to. Okay, never mind. I had to dive deep into something before I read it. What's that? Oh, yeah. Okay, Kyle Fletcher is saying he wants to be his own person, and that he does how Okada found Ospreay, brought him up. Ospreay found Kyle, brought him up. When Omega left, Ospreay pretty much took the throne for his own, and then how he's supposed to be his own person. Then they bring out the clippers, shave his head bald.
Yeah, and one thing he also mentioned is that, like, as soon as I came to AEW, I was immediately compared to Ospreay, and that pissed me off.
To be honest,
you're the next Will Ospreay, yada yada yada.
To be honest, that was more like because Nick Wayne came in before Kyle. So I saw mainly people comparing Nick Wayne to Ospreay more than
after watching
Kyle.
both of them wrestle.
Well,
since they both came in, Kyle is definitely the more comparable.
Yes, understandable. But so this was a fun segment. Let me head back to.
Oh, and he's also getting booed the shit out of the whole time. Shut the fuck up. What was the other chant? Wrap this up. Meanwhile, it's like, guys, shut. That chant I didn't like because he's actually cutting a compelling promo. So I did not.
It's mainly just for for Don Callis. Then
yeah, kinda.
After this.
Also, sorry, I'm plugging my laptop in. Sorry.
No, you're good. After this, we go back. We now have a tag team match between Lance Archer and I'm looking at the feed right now. It was this.
After this, we had another clip from last Saturday from Maple Leaf Pro Wrestling featuring Ricochet and Takeshita, where immediately after that, Renee was in the back with Ricochet, who basically more or less, throws out an open challenge for Rampage, where he basically called out Takeshita, but also at the same time said, if anybody else wants to step up, you know where I'll be. Basically what he said. And then Shelton Benjamin and MVP come out from the left side, they come into frame, approach him. MVP is just like, you know something, that is a really, really nice suit.
Well, no, it was, hey,
Which it was.
It was, hey, me and you have a history. I know, and he understands if he's not going to trust him. But just give it a thought, hands him the Hurt Syndicate card. And
then gives the suit comment, which it was a nice suit.
Yeah.
Gotta admit. And then they walk away. So I find it kind of funny how he's handing out so many business cards. Meanwhile, we all know it's gonna be it's gonna be him, Shelton Benjamin, Lashley, and maybe one other person.
I think that one other person pending, because going up by last week and how Isaiah Cassidy, because he brought up, we all know Isaiah is the true singles star here.
Yeah, Stokely brought that one up.
So I wouldn't be surprised if somehow this ties in, like Stokely is kind of like a lackey to Hurt Syndicate and is then going to help out MVP, get Isaiah a part of that, because after today we'll get to the main event when we talk about it, but I think there's a clear road ahead where we're going.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I'm still trying to figure this out.
I'm saying as an idea, I don't think Stokely would do the lackey stuff. I think mainly that'd probably be Stokely and Isaiah Cassidy. Isaiah Cassidy does heel stuff. I wouldn't mind that.
Yep. Yeah, we will circle back to that particular aspect in a few here.
So now we have the tag team.
We had Brian Cage and Lance Archer versus, I swear to God, Matt Menard said this on commentary, and I thought it was hysterical, versus two beefy bastards.
I compare them to the Viking Raiders on AEW, on WWE. That's just the Wish version of them in the ring. That's pretty much what it looked like.
That was a good. Oh, and also Don Callis was on commentary for all of about 6 seconds for that match.
And I love how Lance Archer changed his hair into his braids after the comments of him looking like Drew McIntyre last week. So pretty much this was your squash match. They just beat the shit out of these guys.
Yes.
And
Mucho beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And then after this, we go back to the parking lot crew, or the parking lot gang, and Chuck Taylor comes running out, basically, and gets Kyle O'Reilly, and he's just like, Briscoe's match is coming up, you need to get inside. And then after
even
Kyle
though
goes
they didn't do anything, they didn't do anything.
Starts walking back, and Chuck goes, "Yeah, let me holla at you for a second." And I'm pretty sure that's exactly what he said, word for word.
Hold on.
And he's talking to him like, "Dude, I know you know what's going on."
And those were the exact words he said.
Yeah, nice. He's just like, "I know you see what's going on. I know that you don't want to be that guy." But he basically said you might not have a choice. So, again, that's yet another thing we're going to have to circle back to later in the show. There was a lot of this on the show, and I actually did not...
Orange Cassidy is going to go fucking crazy.
I didn't appreciate it as it was happening until I noticed it now, going back through the show. So I actually kind of like that they tied a lot of things in to the main event angle. Mm-hmm. So after this, we go straight into the Mark Briscoe versus Chris Jericho ladder war for the ROH World Championship, and they were having a good match. And then, first off, I absolutely loved the table spot with Big Bill choke slamming him through the double table over the top rope. That spot I loved. Briscoe, I mean, he was busted open from a ladder spot hard way before you clearly saw him blade.
Yeah.
Which I kind of wish he didn't blade there, because he legitimately got cut open hard way. But, he is putting Jericho through a ladder with a Death Valley driver in the corner. during, like, right at the beginning when they first came out, Jericho gets knocked off the apron through a double table. So both of them took their fair share of punishment, but Brian Keith comes out as Jericho is like down and out.
No, so what was going to happen was Mark was going to probably do the froggy bow from the ladder to the table that Jericho's on. Brian Keith then distracts him. This then, actually, no, it brings out Rocky Romero, who then kind of beats off. Well, pause. Who then kind of just runs off Brian Keith. Mark Briscoe does hit the froggy bow from the ladder to the table with Jericho on it. He also, like, looking it back, Mark Briscoe hit his head on that bar that was hanging the table. That's hanging the title. Listen, man, Freudian slip, right? I'm fucking tired.
It was, but that was.
I caught myself too.
No, that was funny. That was funny.
Caught it a fucking bit too fucking late. But so the table spot happens. This thing comes.
And
this
that
then
kind of made up for me being angry the last couple days because of the Jets. It kind of made up for it.
And then so this then brings out Big Bill. Big Bill then throws Mark through the tables.
Absolutely loved that spot.
Fireman carries Jericho up the ladder just for him to get the title. And now Mr. Nueve is the ROH champion.
I, for some reason, thought that Big Bill might turn here, like, in the moment, because they teased it a while. I want to say, what, like a month ago? 3 weeks?
I think. But,
yeah, so, I don't know, like, that just popped into my head, and then they haven't really referenced it since, and I'm just like, what better way to screw him right then and there after it looked like you took out the other guy for good? And I'm like, I think that would have been a nice little swerve if he did, but alas, that did not happen. And as you said, he did in fact fireman carry him up the ladder, and Jericho, as you said, is the Nueve. And I gotta be honest with you, that took the wind out of the sails for me for a solid half hour, 40 minutes.
What's crazy? Yeah, can't forget Ishii came out at the end. What's funny is, at this point, my Spectrum app went out of sync, so the Adam Cole entrance was out of sync.
Oh god.
So like this, when he threw his hands up, there was no baby.
Dude, I felt so bad for him on the sole basis that he had to follow this. Like, he would have been so much better off going on before this.
So my team.
And yeah, this was, looking back at the show, this was not a good placement for that match. It should have been.
This should have opened the show. This should have opened.
I
think this should have been where the Hangman
should have opened.
No, this should have been where the Hangman promo was. Switch this around with Hangman. I think because one, it's a hot crowd. You open with Adam Cole's theme. That sets the tone for the rest of the night. That gets the crowd hyped. Because to be honest, like,
okay. I mean, I can see like your reasoning, but I don't. I just think this would have been better off had they just switched these two.
I think this and the Hangman promo could have been easily switched out. Because the Hangman promo, be it that it, in my opinion, was a nothing sandwich, really. Just setting up Hangman and Jay White, that could have been in the middle of the show. Versus the opener. Because like it's already establishing what we know already. So it's that.
Okay, yeah, maybe. Yeah, but like I still think this should not have been in this particular spot on the show.
So
but after
We get the return of the Adam promo though. Can't forget that.
Hold on.
So
after this, we had a. After that, we had a Chris Statlander.
We have to talk about the promo itself.
All right, but
we didn't talk about the promo. Fuck off! I'll talk about the promo. Okay. You rat bastard! Okay. There's an important detail.
This happened before that.
No, it did not. No, it did not.
Damn it!
I'm looking at the fucking Twitter feed right now.
I have to take my phone off of blurred background. I took notes.
I'm looking at the fucking Twitter feed right now.
What? Yeah, not for nothing, but that thing is not always. God damn it! Where the fuck is this?
Kiss my ass. We're gonna go on with this Adam Cole promo.
It's been a while. I mean, I literally said all I had to say.
I'm just gonna go. We're
wasting time at this point.
Let me talk about it. Okay, cool. Wow.
Fuck. Yeah.
Surprise! Surprise! Your webcam can't focus.
Well, no, I never took the blur off. Fuck it.
But so this promo pretty much is just setting up MJF and Adam Cole. MJF makes pretty much a proclamation saying, "Hey, if you or the Trailer Park Boy, as he called him, I believe, right? That's what he called him."
I don't recall.
Hold on.
I just remember I was kind of lost for a couple seconds.
Yep. Okay.
When he
it was Cole. It was Cole and the Trailer Park Pal. Said, hey, if you guys could win the next 3 matches. Yeah. Okay. Whoever wins 3 matches
can win
3 matches in a row.
3 matches in a row first, right? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, well, we know 1 match.
Yes.
I have a feeling. I don't know. I just feel like. See, this is so weird because Adam Cole came back last week at the pay-per-view. Then he cuts the promo last week on Dynamite, where he didn't really throw Roddy and the Kingdom to the side. He's just like, look, I love you guys, but I need to do this on my own. And then.
And now it's falling back on it.
Now, and I'm just like.
And then add in really Kyle O'Reilly was backstage as well, looking on.
Yeah, at the end of it.
So the Camille and Chris Statlander vignette is just hyping up their match, showing that these 2 women are just fucking strong. Yeah, simple as that. They're muscle mommies. All right.
There's a lot of layers with this Adam Cole shit. Like, there's a lot. It's just like, do they really want to go back and redo everything in that storyline? Or, okay, well, not redo, but I mean, we do not need to go back and recap that entire storyline, and I feel like that's what they're about to do.
I'm trying to see something. I'm curious.
But I could be wrong.
That vignette was shot 20 minutes away from me, actually. The Chris Statlander and Camille. That was shot at a gym 20 minutes up the road.
Cool. That's shit.
Because I see that they did a hashtag Fitness Factory Charlotte, which is, I'm assuming that's where they filmed it. Going up by the hashtag, which probably means a nice subtle thank you. But yeah, 20 minutes up the road from me.
Oh, yeah, and also, Alvarez pointed this out on Observer, and I kind of agree with him. It's just like, when both of them left, MJF was basically a de facto babyface, and Adam Cole was supposed to be that sinister heel, and now the roles are completely flipped. And he had a tough sell with his promo last week, but I think he did a good job considering the circumstances.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it's a little weird right now, but knowing the people involved, I think they could get it back on track quickly.
Mm-hmm. So we mentioned the Chris Statlander, Camille vignette. Now go on to
the Jamie Hayter and Penelope Ford vignette, where immediately following that, Renee would be in the back with Jamie, and she's basically going off on Penelope Ford, going like, I didn't have to work to get here, to get where I am. Meanwhile, like, I thought this promo from last week was so out of place, because if you actually look at the women's roster, like, Jamie Hayter is legitimately one of the few people that worked their way to the top of the division and wasn't handed anything.
Neither
Like,
was
she
Penelope,
literally-
to be honest, too. Penelope
No,
has
yeah, I
worked
know.
her ass off, too. Like, she's...
To get back, yeah.
Like,
like,
she's been there since
yeah,
day
this-
one, so keep that in mind.
This doesn't make a lot of sense to me, because, I mean, Jamie Hayter, like, initially was put with Ray Baker as her sidekick, and Jamie Hayter quickly surpassed her and became the focal point of that group.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Jamie Hayter's a good wrestler. Very, very good wrestler. So, and she actually, like, worked towards the championship and kind of, I don't know, it didn't feel like she was given anything just watching as a fan compared to some other people in the company.
Yeah.
Mainly, I'm obviously like Britt. I mean, we're getting to that point. I think, no, we've gotten to that point with Jericho where he has go away heat.
Well,
And,
people are saying the only reason why Jericho has the
TV deal
has the title is possibly the ROH TV deal. Where that ends up, who the fuck knows?
Yeah, but I don't want. Yeah, I'll try not to go too far into this. This just, I feel like I don't know if course correct is the right word, but I feel like they need to slightly pivot on what they're doing to make this a little bit better. Then again, that's just me.
Also, I am loving the 1970s, 1980s mom attire that Jamie Hayter's been rocking.
Yeah, she rocks it pretty well. Gotta give her credit.
It's a vibe. There. She looks like straight out of like an 80s sitcom.
Yeah, she looks like straight out of that 70s show, probably.
Okay, after this we would have the
House of Black versus the other jobbers in a trios match.
This motherfucker had a long name for no reason.
I tried to get my phone out to take a picture of this, and I was not quick enough, but I just looked at the names, like, quickly glancing them, and I'm just like, that looks funny.
Like, I think it was, like, John, and then, like, Jackson, and then, like, Pedro de la... Yeah, like, Pedro... I think it was, like, Pedro de la Morte. I can't... It was, like, the most, like... I'm like, come on, man. Yeah,
that was kind of funny.
It was.
But, this is literally my notes. They killed them.
Yes. Like, the dude with a long name immediately gets hit with the end. And
he was done.
Yep. This match just became, hey, let's beat the shit out of them. House of Black picked up the win. Buddy Matthews gets on the microphone and goes, next week, Adam Cole, I want you.
Now that he's cleared, I want Adam Cole next week. And then we immediately go to the back again. Renee's standing in the back with Adam Cole, Roddy, and the Kingdom. And Renee is basically asking him, like, so, do you know what that was about? And Adam Cole just basically goes, I'm gonna find out right now. He walks away, and he's clearly walking towards the, area where you go to and from the ring. And
gorilla position.
Confronts Buddy. Gorilla position, thank you. And he is just like, he gets right up in House of Black's face. Brody King looks at him, walks by. They make eye contact. Him and Malachi look at each other. Malachi walks off. It's just him and Buddy. Buddy gets right up to him in his face. Adam Cole just goes, so you want to tell me what that was all about? Or did you just call me out just to call me out? And he just goes, I had I called you out to prove a point. Adam Cole goes, what's that? Takes 2 steps, stops, gets right up in his ear, puts his hand on his shoulder, and goes, that you're fragile.
That's...
And I'm just like, all right,
Ooh.
I like this. And I'm like, I like this. I like that. They didn't overdo it. They did exactly what they needed to accomplish here.
After this, we would have Queen Aminata versus Camille in a very fun match. Yeah, it was great. I liked it. You have
although I was still going off the stink of the Jericho title win, but this is where I kind of started to get back into the show. No offense to Adam Cole.
A few of the submission holds I thought Queen Aminata was going to get the win. I thought we were going to get like a surprise win out of this and get like a beatdown happening. But no, Camille picks up the victory here with I think a vicious... I'm trying to... I'm watching the end of the match. Oh.
Yeah, and I like how this wasn't a squash match. So.
Yeah. So... It'd be like a torture rack, like a kind of spin out torture rack type thing that takes out Queen Aminata. This would then bring out Chris Statlander. Chris Statlander and Camille would have a stare down. Mercedes Moné would get into the ring and be like, you think your physique can beat that? Ha ha ha. Walks away, tries to do a forearm to the back of Statlander. Does nothing.
And Statlander just goes,
okay.
Really?
Knocks the shit out of Mercedes and then starts beating up Camille. Then a split apart would happen. Typical.
Yeah, and as Statlander is like getting flung towards the rope to try to do a rebound move, Mercedes trips her up and Camille hits her with the I don't know the name of that move.
What, I don't know. Oh yeah, kind of like the, kind of like a Crossroads.
Sort of. Yeah, that's sort of a Crossroads. Yes, so then she hits that. They escape.
Yeah. After this...
their match is set for next week, I believe, right?
Yes. After this, we would go backstage to the Babyface Brigade.
Back to the parking lot, gang. Let's go.
And they're about to jump this car as it pulls up, and then who comes out? It's Christian. They go, man, fuck this. Like, you ain't shit.
You're not BCC.
You're not worth it.
Like, get inside.
Kip Sabian was out there. Kip Sabian was kind of hiding behind a car. Christian sees him, runs after him, and as soon as I saw this get set up and it was making its way into the arena, I'm like, fuck. The idea in the booking that I was slightly hopeful for didn't come into fruition, because they're beating down Kip Sabian. And who do we see on the Titantron? It's Hook. Hook's making his way down. Renee goes, we know you've seen the footage. Who was it that attacked your father? He's in the ring right now.
Yeah, that scumbag is in the ring right now. He's going to get it.
I'm like, also still unclear.
Yeah, I still have no idea where they're going with this.
There's 3...
Even after tonight.
Like, there's 3 guys in the ring that could have done it. You have Hook. Not Hook. You have... Nick Wayne, Christian, and Kip. I think it's going to be Kip. I think Kip
or
is...
Mama Wayne.
I don't think Mama Wayne can do damage to the suplex killing machine. I was hoping deep down in my cold dead heart that Hook was going to turn heel tonight. I was hoping. Listen,
I did see that rumor going around, and imagine that would be kind of funny.
Because when it was announced on Rampage, why not? Why wait? Show it right now. And he's gonna go down to the ring and confront the attacker. And no, confront the man that attacked his father. Why not? Hook be like, hey, it was me. I did it. Because someone had put a good idea that the FTW title held back Hook from his true potential. It was a shadow casted around him via his father.
Stop you right there.
That's what someone said. That's not me. I'm reading off what I saw.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It was just like, hey, like it was holding him back. It was not. It was the main focus of Hook. Wherever Hook was out, it had to be something involved with the FTW title. So it would be a slightly good idea. I'm not saying the best.
Issue that I have with that is, why would he attack him after he retired the title? That would be a massive plot hole right there.
I'm sorry, I missed this. So Stokely was in the background of the match with for Private Party in the Bucks. I'm not sure if they showed him on TV or not.
Oh god.
And this is the craziest.
Well, no, he was in the crowd.
So I gotta just pay attention to to him.
Oh god. Oh dear lord.
Just pay attention. It's fucking carried off by who? Probably Cheesecake.
Maybe.
But Lil Stokely quote tweeted that.
Happened to him. First comment. Cheesecake happened to him. Stat giving him uppies. He got put in timeout. Oh my god.
So,
well, Mr. Stokely, it's time for your regularly scheduled hourly uppies.
And then when did you kidnap them? That's NXT reference. So Stokely quote tweeted this and says, "Please delete this."
Please delete. Okay, that is fucking funny. I really wish I would have saw that in real time. That's hysterical.
Man, this is a fucked up comment in this tweet. They're a little bit late for National Throw Short People Day. Man, fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
Me and Stokely are the same fucking height. I think, hold on.
How tall are you again?
5'7". He's 1 inch
so
taller.
We're the same height then.
He's 1 inch. We've established this. The photo
forgot, okay.
that we have, like, all me, you, and Christian are the same height.
I forgot. Okay.
And also, Stokely is 1 inch taller than us.
This is bullshit.
Oh, probably 1 inch with fucking
bullshit.
Lifts.
This is fucking bullshit.
He's 5'8" with fucking lifts in his shoes. Let's get that stated.
Life has fucked us over. Life.
Quinn,
fucked us
Quinn,
over.
I hope you're my one viewer on Twitch right now. Clip this, send it to fucking Stokely. You are 5'8" with fucking lifts in your shoes, boy. Big dog. Big dog. Wait. Reclip it. He is 5'8" with lifts in his goddamn shoes, and he fucking knows it. I said boy, I'm like, oh, that's not good. Let me change that. So
the fact that Stokely is taller than both of us, we are getting fucked over.
That's with lifts in his goddamn shoes, and he knows it. Lifts in his goddamn shoes.
Oh god. That just all right. I'm depressed again. So, as Hook is making his way angrily down the ramp towards the ring, he gets in, is immediately attacked by Nick Wayne, but he gets countered into that's not an exploder, is it?
Let me check real quick.
Well, I mean, it's like an exploder suplex, sort of.
I'm try-
Yeah, I'm really
so
bad with remembering names of moves.
so I'm trying to see the exact thing he does to Nick Wayne.
I mean, it is some type of a suplex.
No, that's like it's a T-bone suplex. And he pushes Kip Sabian out of the way, makes a beeline for Christian, chokes out, tries to choke Christian out, but Kip Sabian low blows. And he's like, okay then, fine. I know what you've been doing here. Now just wait in that corner until business is done. They just beat up Hook more, do the kill switch. I still want to call it the unprettier on Hook onto the contract for the title. And
I was left with more questions than answers after this.
I wanted to, because it's not clear, 100% clear who the scumbag is.
Yeah, this is going back to before Grand Slam, where Kip Sabian stole the pen from Christian at Grand Slam. And we were just like, that's interesting. And fast forward 3 weeks, or 2 weeks, whenever... No, it's been a month now. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's been a fucking month now. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fast forward a month to now, and I'm even more confused. Because this has been going on since literally, like, right before Hook retired the FTW title. Like, this was literally that segment, I believe. Right? Well, actually, no.
So.
But same night. Same night, same Dynamite. So this is... I don't know. I truly do not know where they're going with this. I don't want to say that's pissing me off, but like I was more confused after tonight than I was going into tonight.
Yeah.
Also, I think it would have been better off had Sabian delayed a second or two before giving the low blow, because I felt like that was done a little too quickly. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to.
Because I feel like they should have went to the camera on the floor and had Sabian kind of do the back up a little bit and then go forward and like really show it. Because by the time they cut, Sabian was like 90% of the way done with the low blow, and I'm just like, okay, that did not give me any time to prepare for that.
Yeah.
It kind of just happened, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
But,
so yeah, for the third time, I have been left with more questions than answers after tonight
and then now,
regarding this storyline.
After that, we just got a rundown for next week. We get Camille and Statlander, Cole and Buddy Matthews have made official. I'm trying to see.
We have a Ricochet match coming up on Friday night for Rampage. Did they announce anything for Collision tonight? I know they announced...
I did not pay attention to that one bit.
They announced something on Collision last week for this week's Collision. I don't remember what it was, though. But we also have Swerve versus Shelton Benjamin, where I believe you, me, and Christian are all of the strong belief that Bobby Lashley is debuting next week.
I'm not 100% certain on Christian, but I would like to believe.
If you have an idea with where that storyline is going, please, I'm all ears for listening to an idea.
I don't know. Like, I really don't have anything.
Because I'm lost. Like, I'm lost.
I don't know. If not next week, I would like. I don't know.
No. That's I just thought of a terrible idea on the spot.
What?
Where Hook goes through Kip Sabian, Nick Wayne, and Christian and tries to face him for the title shot, but I'm just like, no, it's too early
No.
for that.
Nope.
For Hook. No.
Way too early for that.
See, at least I shot my idea down before I even said it. So there's that.
Hey, fuck you. I shoot my ideas down, but I still say them, and you guys still fucking treat me like a 5-year-old who did the wrong thing in front of his fucking
more
teacher.
So Christian. That's more so Christian. I'm more like, I don't see it that way.
Then and also, so yeah, we have Camille and Statlander, Cole and Buddy Matthews, Swerve and Shelton, and what happens tonight. We'll get to probably the main event for, probably co-main event or main event for Dynamite Fright Night. So, we have the trios match.
Oh, excuse me. It's time
for the main event. I believe we were the reason why it was brought back for one night. I think we were the reason I was brought back for one night and one night only. So we
and Rampage is now going away soon. When is that, by the way?
Probably end of the year, I like to think.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, but then have fun with AEW Shockwave on Fox. So
I really wish they would have just made that a pay-per-view. Yeah. I thought you froze for a second.
No, I was looking at Twitter, sorry.
I got so scared.
So now it's the main event. We have Daniel Garcia and Private Party versus the Elite, Matthew and Nicholas Jackson, taking on the Scapegoat Jack Perry. Scapegoat jacket has not been shipped yet, but I did get an email a week ago saying, hey, sorry about the delays. A lot of orders came through. A lot of orders for that jacket came through.
Hey, there's also a lot of orders for the Outrunners, so.
Yeah, but that jacket was not on AEW Shop. That jacket was through Jack Perry himself. $175 later.
Damn.
Hey, it's worth it. It's a numbered jacket, so.
Cool. No, that's cool. I'm not judging. I spent a lot more last weekend.
Dude, I spent like $70 on the I'm Ken Enough hoodie from the Barbie movie. I have sitting over there. It's a nice hoodie.
I spent that alone on one video game last weekend. One that I needed for my collection.
Because I have my Steam Deck, I've been looking more and more at games. I need to see if any of the things...
I also spent $75 on Mario Party.
Oh, Jamboree?
4.
That new one?
No, 4. No, on GameCube, which actually the price of that game shot up from a couple months ago. I paid $75. It was worth like $55, $60, like 3 months ago.
Fair enough.
But yeah, we got that match going on. By the way, I have to point this out. Tony Schiavone during Private Party's entrance, that was entertaining. This man is a treasure.
Love Tony Schiavone so much.
So
Another
good.
person who my friend said I look like. Just give me like thin out my face, facial hair, and I'm Tony Schiavone. I don't like it, but I am.
Put like a mean mug on your face right now. I can kind of see it.
Dude, I've been compared to him, Haley Joel Osment, the kid from The Sixth Sense.
Oh, yeah, Sora from Kingdom Hearts. Voice actor, yeah.
I started
literally how I know Haley Joel Osment.
I started playing Kingdom Hearts because I was like, I'm interested. The bundle, like the 1.5, 2.5, which has
You're gonna need to buy 2.8 also.
I know, but I want to get a feel for the games before I commit to the entire series. So I bought.
Okay, let me just quickly warn you about that. One is a good introduction to the series. There is a movie that they made based on the cutscenes alone
My
from
friend,
the DS game in 1.5
my friend
because it was just not
is hey
feasible to,
buddy, hold your horse right there. My friend, who is probably an even bigger fan as you are of Kingdom Hearts, has sent me everything. When I say everything, I mean everything. I
Let me
have
just get
8 fucking links to watch after I complete the fucking first 2 fucking games.
also just make sure you get the secret endings to all of the games that have secret endings.
I'm gonna jump off a fucking
it's crucial.
bridge.
No, because those are like legitimately crucial. Some of them.
Great.
But
Fun.
one more word of advice: you are going to want to quit after playing Chain of Memories. Please don't, because you will go immediately Kingdom Hearts 2, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's why people love this series so much." So yeah, just a word of warning: you will get so extremely frustrated playing Chain of Memories Final Mix, because I did.
All right.
I wanted to tear my hair out playing that game. But I'll get back to Dynamite now.
Yeah.
As much as I would love to continue talking about Kingdom Hearts. So Tony doing the dance during Private Party's entrance. Then they cut back to the parking lot gang, still keeping an eye out. I respect it. That's something I enjoyed a lot more than I should have tonight. I don't know why. But throughout, at some point during the match, as you sent me the clip earlier, it was Stokely yet again in the crowd for another Private Party match.
And then he got yoinked by fucking Cheesecake.
Yes, that is a fantastic.
I personally fucking hope that was a rib on Stokely, because no one.
Oh, that would be great.
Because one, it was not like a focused thing. That was that you had to be paying attention to the screen. Yes. So I'm hoping that was just like one of the boys are like, "Hey, Cheesecake." Oh no! Like imagine if it was Isaiah during like the middle, like before the entrance. He's like, "Hey, Stokely's gonna be out there." At one point, just go behind him, bear hug him, and take him out. Because that seems like a genuine reaction from Stokely.
I need to watch this again.
It's like
He's just like, what the fuck? So good. So good.
Just got taken away. Gone.
But this is the match that got me brutally back into the show after the 2 previous segments, one of them being the match between Camille and Queen Aminata, started to get me back into the show. This really got me back into the show and made me forget about the stink that happened 45 minutes prior. And yeah, no, these 6 went out, had a pretty good trios match.
Yeah, like I once again, like these 6 men can mesh so well together. Great chemistry and all in all. Then Private Party picks up the win. Team AEW in this case picks up the win.
Yeah, what was it? Isaiah Cassidy gave a small package to Matthew Jackson.
Yep, for the roll up.
That was the win right there. And then the real interesting part with all of this started after the match, because the ending to the show was was pretty good. I got to be honest with you. They threw me they kind of threw a curveball in there. Well, 2, like one right after another, which, not gonna lie, this is one of my favorite Dynamite endings in a while. So Isaiah Cassidy takes the mic, and they've been going at the Young Bucks since last week about how they want another title shot, and I was kind of glad that they got shot down immediately last week. It's like, dude, we just beat you with these on the line. You're not getting another title shot. But then They pin them tonight. And okay, now they have a little bit more credibility towards a rematch. But the Young Bucks are still like, no, you beat us in a trios match. That doesn't mean shit. Again, yet another valid point. But then Isaiah says, if we don't beat you for these tag titles at Full Gear...
I thought he was going to say, we will not challenge for the tag team titles as long as you guys have them.
I thought they were just going to say, we'll never challenge for them again.
See, you fucking do
upped
that.
The ante even more.
Now, see, if you say never again, you shoot yourself in the foot, because Private Party deserves a fucking title run. They have never been tag team champions.
I'm just waiting for the person, like somebody to say, if I can't beat you for this title, like at this date, I will, like, I can't challenge for that title for like 2 years or something. Because then you put some, okay, now you put a lot more, like, 50-50 with people figuring it out. It's just like, well, are they going to give the title to him now? Or are they actually going to make him lose again and have him do something else for the next 2 years?
Because it's just the fact of which that you can't do the Cody syndrome.
Yeah, Cody completely shot himself in the foot with that.
Because
that literally gave him no purpose from that point forward.
The only AEW smart way to work with the Cody stipulation is to say, like, hey, like, you could have, like, how they could have immediately flipped that and put him back in the title picture. He signed a new contract. He's an EVP. He can make up that contract. Be like, I added a little something to that contract, and I am now allowed to challenge for the AEW World Title.
Remember how he started, like, before he left, he started to address that, and then he got interrupted by, for the love of me, I can't remember who, and they just never brought it back up again, and I'm just like, no, like, we wanted him to address that, because he was going to call out MJF again.
Because, like,
that was kind of a loose end that was never tied up on Cody's way out.
Because that's the only way I can ever see someone getting out of that stipulation, is to just be like, hey, I signed a new contract, and I asked for that stipulation to be removed. Or, hey, I'm now a free agent. That doesn't apply to me anymore. Stuff like that.
God damn it.
Those are interesting things that you have to keep in mind. That, like,
I feel like they could have course corrected with Cody before he left, like, by actually addressing that and going through with that. But yeah, Cody still shot himself in the foot before he left AEW.
That's why I always want, if someone is to say, I'm never challenging for the title, make it as, I'm never challenging for the title as long as you're champion. As long as you hold that, I will be out of your hair. Stuff like that. So you have, so he says that, hey, if we lose, Private Party breaks up, which then said it leads to
that was interesting.
It leads, hey, okay, so if Private Party breaks up, does now Private Party, like, how do we work with this?
Now, the immediate thought that came into my head when he said that was, did he just pull the same thing with Isaiah Cass, like in canon for the TV show? Did he just pull the same thing with Isaiah Cassidy that he pulled with Chris Statlander, like, within the last 2 months, or the last couple months? Of getting in somebody's ear, but you're not, like, they don't necessarily show it on screen, but they just very, very heavily hint at it with, like, one single comment made on screen.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Because he did make that comment.
Well, see, but, like, the difference is with Statlander and Willow was that Stokely was always there. He was never not there. Compared to with Private Party, we've only seen him in the background. We have never seen him 100% interact besides 2 times. That was really it.
Yeah, I'm kind of interested to see where. I mean, how long have I mean the part of me thinks they are gonna win because the Bucks have had the titles for low key like a while now.
But also part of me thinks they could lose because like we're like because right now it's all about the title hunt. But I don't know. Maybe
Here's the one.
they win just to have that in the record, and they break them up that night. Just to have that one instance of, okay, they got him. End it now. Because maybe Isaiah's hoping to lose.
That I don't. Okay, that's an interesting point you brought up. That I don't know because then like you would be changing the titles, giving them to Private Party just for them to basically like immediately vacate them or lose them. And I don't.
Well, because
I don't want Private Party to be transitional champions because they've been literally in AEW since day one. So I feel like that would kind of be fucking them over. But at the same time, for them to win, I mean, like I said, the Young Bucks, like they've low-key had the titles for a while now. It's time. I believe it is time to get the titles off of them because they could do that. The Continental Classic is coming up again very soon, so you have a strong.
I forgot.
You could make a very strong argument that all of them could lose. The Elite could be titleless by year's end. So, but on the other hand, you could have them lose. You could have Isaiah cost him, but then they would be literally. Oh, this is what I wanted to bring up a few months ago. 2 minutes ago. I didn't like the back-to-back, like Jericho and Briscoe fighting for the championship again, and then now they're getting their rematch. I did not like those two things being so close to each other on the show. Like that, yeah, that was kind of a. I didn't like that. But back to Private Party possibly losing. Isaiah possibly costing him the match, going on a singles run because Stokely has been in his ear off screen.
And we all know Isaiah can go off as a singles person.
He could, but he also, in my opinion, is a guy that will be a forever mid-carder as a singles guy.
Yeah.
And not exactly an upper tier one. No offense to him. Like, he's a good wrestler. But, I mean, look at the fucking roster they have. Yeah, so I don't exactly think that's the best course of action for him either, because he basically would be looking at the TNT title, perhaps an entrance into the Continental Classic, depending on when they start it. And with the way the International Championship has been booked, I don't want him anywhere near that title. So, part of me thinks they're going to win, because you're kind of pigeonholing him into one title if he goes on a singles run, which, I don't know. To me, that's kind of lame.
I mean, I can agree with that.
Because also, where does Mark Quinn go from there?
He can do single stuff as well. Sorry, she was by my feet, begging to.
Yeah, sorry if I went off on a little tangent there.
No, you're good. But
I had questions.
I really can't answer them because I lose track of time and everything with wrestling. Because I like to, because pretty much after the stream ends, I turn my brain off. I watch the rest of a live stream that I'm watching, and then I go to bed.
Dude, I just love chilling at home after a long day, just turning your brain off, watching like a show or movie you've watched like a million times, and just being like, yeah, I'm in a good mood now.
But
Yeah, so unlike the Christian and Kip Sabian and Hook story, where I was left confused, this one, after this was over, I was left, ooh, now that's interesting.
Because I don't know. 'Cause I wouldn't have I wouldn't have Private Party go never winning the title ever. 'Cause that's
Same.
stupid. That's dumb. Every single team that has challenged for those titles outside of maybe Dark Order have won those titles. Every team that has challenged for the
Did
tag
Proud
team.
and Powerful ever challenge for the titles, or no?
I don't believe so. I
know they never won.
I mean,
I
maybe.
also don't want them. I also don't want them to be Proud and Powerful like 2.0, where they should at one point they should have won the titles and then never did. Because Mike Santana talked about that a while back in an interview. Like he had to go away for like 2 weeks, and that like they were planning on putting the titles on them. He had to go away for 2 weeks because to deal with something, and that was that.
Which sucks.
Which is a shame. But at the same time, I mean, look at the fucking tag division going into 2021. Like shit was
stacked,
great.
Yeah.
Shit was great.
But
so after this, we go back to the parking lot crew, which dude, by the end of the show, I love these guys. Fucking love these guys.
They were just
they were ready to go.
Yeah.
Bro, they were ready to go. It was like 10:02 or 10:03, whatever time it was. It's been a long 2 hours. They've been building this shit up the entire show. Who pulls up in the car? Marina Shafir. She just gets out, looks at them as she's walking out of the car, goes to the front of the car, and basically leans back against the car and just goes, "What are you guys gonna do?" And we immediately cut to the ring where Claudio and Wheeler jump Private Party and Daniel Garcia.
Mm-hmm.
And all hell kind of starts to break loose as Moxley comes from the back wearing a hoodie, by the way.
No,
with the hood up.
No, he was wearing a black long sleeve shirt with a black beanie.
Okay, thank you for.
Mm-hmm.
See, I kind of just I assumed. I gotta stop assuming shit.
Nah, hey, do you know what happens when you start assuming? It makes an ass out of you and me.
Yeah, I start assuming shit. Nobody fucking.
But
All right. Yeah, so as Mox is dragging Chuck Taylor down to the ring, where after he appeared in the long sleeve shirt and the beanie, and I'm just like, oh, okay. It took me a second to realize what they were doing, but I was like, oh, okay, all right. So he gets dragged into the ring, Chuck Taylor, by Moxley. Then Wheeler goes to get a steel chair to put around at what at first looks to be his ankle.
Yeah, the bad
one that had the career-ending injury. Then he moves the chair up to the leg, or up the leg to around the knee, and Claudio's just like, no, this is not good enough. He basically tears the chair off of
puts it around
Chuck's
the neck,
leg, puts it around the neck, does what he did last week. He just fucking stomps the shit out of that chair.
It wasn't a stomp. He did a fucking senton.
Oh, well, okay.
A running senton, pretty much like he jumped and then he landed on it with his back, putting all of his weight down.
Claudio is in the air to deliver that move. They cut to Orange Cassidy running down the ramp, and as soon as Claudio hits the chair with the move, basically rolls over, Orange Cassidy is immediately in the ring, just too late. And I absolutely loved the fucking faces and camera work during this, because he was just like, I was fucking too late. I was fucking too late. My only friend left, and I was fucking too late.
For the love of God.
He just goes from the look of distraughtness to the look of, I am gonna get these motherfuckers if it's the last thing I do. A gradual pain into anger into the look of revenge. I fucking love this.
So what I need right now is a promo in ring with Orange Cassidy next week. I need a fucking promo next week. Don't do this on Rampage. Don't do this on Collision. Dynamite next week. Open the show, middle of the show. You gotta have Orange Cassidy address this. And we know Orange Cassidy's a good promo. He's proven it.
I still will never forget the promo of the debate between him and Chris Jericho. That was a very underrated pandemic moment. But yeah, I am. This just got a whole lot more interesting, and it was already interesting. I need to see where they want to go with this, because they could see. I would say blood and guts, but now that Danielson is retired and is going to get neck surgery, he's not coming back to a wrestling ring until probably.
See, but the thing is, blood and guts,
least late 2025 for a one-off match.
Thing is, though, I don't think we're gonna get blood and guts until March, right?
Yeah, I mean, okay, so as a temporary blood and guts match to look at, obviously we have Mox, Claudio, Wheeler, and Pac. Now we have Orange Cassidy. Yeah, that's where it gets interesting, because they still have a ways to go with this.
Yeah.
But I'm loving it so far.
I can't wait to see how this ends and everything. I want to know,
and also Darby. Forgot about him for a second, because he was was he even on this show? Now that I think about it,
no, he was not on there tonight.
Interesting. Yeah, because at the end of the pay-per-view, they made a strong point to keep the camera on Orange Cassidy and Darby at the end of the pay-per-view. So there's 6 guys right there.
Yeah, I don't know when Blood and Guts is, because normally they say Blood and Guts for March, don't they?
It was. Well, didn't they move it this year? Wasn't it in May? Or am I just not remembering correctly? Again, I could not be remembering correctly, because I don't make
okay, Blood and Guts this year was July 24th. Holy fuck. Thank you for
July. Holy shit.
Thank you for blinding me.
Yeah.
Wikipedia. Appreciate that.
Wikipedia.
Okay. When was 2023? 2023 was, holy fuck,
10 months ago.
July 19th. Fuck you.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming the first one was 2022, right? No, wait, 2020 was the first one.
Yes, the one that got. God damn it! I'm still. Fucking. I was supposed to go to that fucking show too, and then the pandemic happened.
Okay. So this one was technically the first one because it has Jericho. No, wait, no. I getting them mixed up. Okay. This one. So 2022 was June. I think 2021 was the first one. Yes, 2021 was the first one.
Oh yeah, that's right. Because they switched it up and made Stadium Stampede out of that.
Yes. And
Which,
2021.
in all honesty, that probably ended up being the better decision for that specific time.
And 2021 was
so
May.
Fucking enjoyable.
Yeah. So that was May.
Yeah, it hasn't been in the same exact spot every year.
Yeah. All right.
Also, I am so fucking glad that they're staying away from not making that a pay-per-view.
I'm upset that they're making Grand Slam.
Did I say it?
They might be making it a pay-per-view. I don't know. They might make it a pay-per-view though.
No, I'm so glad that they're staying away from making it a pay-per-view. I said from
They
not making
might.
it a pay-per-view.
They make Grand Slam
I
a pay-per-view.
See, that one sort of makes sense because of the law of diminishing returns. Because I mean, did they really want to have it at Arthur Ashe for 5 straight years? Like, they probably wanted to get it away from that this year, but they're just like, next year when we're gonna go more all in on stadium shows.
All depends.
Also, Grand Slam is early next year. It's in like February or March, right?
What was that? I'm sorry, I just lost my train of thought.
Grand Slam next year. It's
February.
early.
February.
Yeah. Yeah, they're gonna because they're switching things up a little bit, which I don't mind.
But so that ends the show. I think we're gonna see an Orange Cassidy that could wrestle. Oh, excuse me, fuck. Like an Orange Cassidy that is pretty much like remnants of the Jericho feud, the title run with the International Championship. A more serious,
which was fantastic, by the way.
Yeah, one of the best championship runs outside of Moxley's 2020 run with the title.
Like, hey, you can't forget about Omega's run with the title also.
I know, but I'm putting those two high up because one, Orange Cassidy's first title run, he proved, and Moxley carrying the company on his back during the pandemic. Like,
that man is awesome.
And even in 2021, a whole year later, he put the company back on him.
Oh yeah, when he was supposed to be going away on vacation.
Yes.
But certain people couldn't keep their temper in check.
Yes. But yeah, okay guys, wrestler of the week, I'm going to give it to Moxley. That's the GOAT, that's the dude. Love Jon Moxley.
Fucking solid ass pick right there.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Well, it's definitely not going to be fucking Chris Jericho. No offense to Jericho. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. I just can't do it. God damn it. Fuck it. Since I've been away for a few weeks, I'll do an accumulation one. Gotta go Jay White.
Nothing wrong with that either. All right, guys. Next week should be all hands on deck. Yeah. I'm making sure.
Should be, hopefully.
I'm checking the calendar. Hold on. Making sure that I'm available as well. Because I know I work next Wednesday, but that's only for like a few hours.
I should be here.
Well, yeah, that would be...
I can't think of any reason why it won't be.
The nice also, Halloween's coming up, guys. Buy your candies. I'm being... My first year here in North Carolina, I am doing full-size candy bars, so...
Ooh.
And I'm not leaving it out on the fucking... outside my door.
Oh, no,
nah.
don't do that.
Nah,
don't do that.
You gotta
one
come...
person will take the whole thing.
You gotta come up and knock on that fucking door.
One person will take the whole thing.
But guys, we appreciate you all for watching. All hands on deck next week and all that fun jazz. So, peace